Hello everybody, this is Mahmoud from Aeon and Trisel, and today I'm going to be doing a full analysis on the Expo Terra Gardens. This is going to be an investment analysis, so I'm going to be showing you guys the details about the Dubai Exhibition Center, the Al Makhtoum Airport, and a full analysis of what you can expect in terms of rentals, in terms of capital appreciation, and also in terms of short-term rentals. And this is going to be a complete guide in terms of the Expo living community and what Emaar is going to be coming up over there with the beautiful master plan, and what are the things which are ready and good to go over there. So without further ado, let's get started. So Emaar is coming up with the master plan known as Expo Living. This area is basically known as Expo 2020. Let's look at the location of this community. So right over here, you can see that Expo Living is right over here. This is where the Expo 2020 event was held as well. So that's hence the name Expo 2020. So right over here, we can see that this is right next to Al Makhtoum Airport. Now, Al Makhtoum Airport is going to be having its first phase launched in 2031 and is going to be having a capacity of 150 million passengers annually. Now, eventually, when this airport becomes fully functional, the Dubai International Airport, also known as DXB, is going to be completely finished. And one of the main advantages of Al Makhtoum International Airport is basically the Jawza port that we have right over here. So it basically gives a better access, and we're gonna go more into the details of what this airport means for this location as well. Before I do that, we can see that this is basically the south location of Dubai. This is going towards the Abu Dhabi area. Now, we have to understand that when Dubai initially started, this is right over here, the Burj Khalifa, all the growth started from the north side of Dubai. So this is basically all of the areas which were initially built. There was a lot of development going on over here. We had Emirates Living, we had the Dubai Hills Estate, we have Arabian Ranches 1, 2, and 3. But now the growth of Dubai, now the trajectory of Dubai's development is going more towards the south side of Dubai. Emaar already has another community right next to Al Makhtoum International Airport. There's also Azizi Venice, there's also Bahia Town, there's a Hayat community by Dubai South, and there's also Discovery Dunes. There's also the Palm Jebel Ali coming up in this location, and this is a very good location coming up in the future. And this right over here, we have the Expo 2020 road, and it's connected with Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed road as well. So in terms of connectivity and location wise, is a fantastic location of Expo Living that Emaar has. Now let's get more into the project. So this is basically the master plan of the Expo Living, and you guys can see that they have a massive 15,000 square meter park right in the middle, and is going to be absolutely filled with greenery. So it's a fantastic location. Right over here, you're gonna have a lot of amenities which we're gonna go through as well. And this is basically the Terra Heights, which was the first launch of Emaar in this Expo Living community. You can see that we have the Expo Dubai Expo Mall as well. This is going to be ready in Q2 of 2027. So when this location is ready, when this mall is ready, this is absolutely going to bump your prices in the future. Walking distance to the mall as well. And we also have the metro line. This is the red line which connects to the Expo Living master plan. Now, we also have to understand that there's a lot of projects in Dubai where the metro is bound to come, but over here we have the metro ready, and you can go today with the metro right over here in Expo 2020. And this also connects with 55 other stations all across Dubai. So you're gonna have amazing connectivity even if you do not have a car. Now over here we have the Expo City, we also have the Dubai Exhibition Center, and of course Al Makhtoum Airport right over there as well. Now this is basically the typology of this project. We have one bedroom starting from 1.55 million with a starting built-up area of 742 and a max built-up area of 866. For the two-bedroom apartments, we have 209 units, minimum built-up area of 1,111, maximum built-up area of 1,233, with a starting price of 2.27 million dirhams. And then we also have the 3-bedroom and 3-bedroom townhouses as well. 3-bedroom is only 20 units in the building, coming with a minimum built-up area of 1,665, with a maximum built-up area of 1,676, with a starting price point of 3.43 million dirhams. Fourthly, we also have the townhouse with only 8 podium level units, starting built-up area of 2,580, and with a maximum built-up area of 2,702. And right over here we can see the price, 4.88 million dirhams. And this is basically the payment plan. They're going to be asking for 10% on the booking, and then on the first installment is going to be on December 2025 for another 10%. May 2026 another 10%. On August 2027 you can see that now the payment plan, it becomes construction linked. So upon 40% construction completion, only then you are liable to pay your installment, same with all the rest installments. And of course the handover is in Q4 of 2029. Now this is just a render of the mall itself. Discover latest trends and lifestyle experiences at Dubai Expo Mall and immerse yourself in a community defined by futuristic design, avant-garde architecture, and forward-thinking living, all inspired by the vision of tomorrow. Right over here we have some renders as well. So you can see that these are basically the buildings which will be coming up. There's a lot of greenery that's right over here. We have the metro, which is already available, and this is the Dubai Expo 2020 mall, which is going to be opening in 2027 Q2. So this mall is actually going to be ready before your apartment even gets handed over. So as soon as you get the handover, you will have the facility of the mall right away. And of course this is the Wasl Dome, which is already ready and moving. And right over here we have the Dubai Exhibition Center as well, all within a walking distance. Right over here we have another render. You guys can see that they have pedestrian walking areas, so you have amazing connectivity to the metro, Dubai Exhibition Center, and of course the Al Wasl Dome. I'm also going to be diving deep in the companies which are coming up over there and what are the amount of people who are going to be working in the Dubai Expo 2020 area, and all the Fortune 500 companies which have opened their headquarters in that location. Now this is just another render of the master plan itself. You can see massive swimming pools, massive greenery, and a lot of walking space. Now right over here, I'm just going to briefly mention the amenities coming up over here. We're going to be having a pavilion, a pool terrace, outdoor gym, meditation and yoga garden, jogging track, barbecue courtyards, kids play area, pet park, and a moga court. Now there are a lot of amenities. You guys can see anything you can think of, you'll pretty much have it in the building itself. Right over here we have another fantastic render of the Expo Living Master Plan. This is the 15,000 square meter park, and they also have food trucks over here. They also have cafes over here, and this is a fantastic location for you to come down with your family and have a picnic with a lot of greenery surrounding you from all sides. Right over here we have the beautiful massive swimming pool, which is going to be coming up with the building, and amazing seating areas, and you can see always filled with a lot of greenery. This is just another render. You guys can see the metro right over here, the massive space that they have over here for the park, which and the massive swimming pool they have, and the amount of trees and palm trees that they have in this community. This is basically going to be the kids pool area in the building itself, and right over here we have the kids play area as well. This is a nice little jogging track which is going to be in the master plan. Now we have some renders from inside the building itself. You guys can see a beautiful view that they have. Now all of these furnishing you guys see over here, this is not what you will be getting, but this is just a render so you can have an idea of how you can decorate your apartment. And another fantastic view from the bedroom right over here, and we have an amazing pool. We have amazing views of the pool itself. We have the amazing views of the park and the other buildings in the future. And now this is going to be the beautiful lobby. You guys can see we have floor to ceiling windows. We have amazing furniture over here. We have a massive spacious lobby with integrated greenery as well, and a lot of natural light coming in. So this is one of the main things that I wanted to share with you. First of all, this is Sheikh Mohammed, the ruler of Dubai. Now in the presence of Hamdan Mohammed, which is the Crown Prince of Dubai, they approved a new master plan for Expo City, placing it at the center of Dubai's future growth. The new plan outlines Expo City Dubai's role in spearheading the Dubai's future development and enhancing the Emirates' global stature. And as you guys can see, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid approves new master plan for Expo City Dubai. Now you guys have to understand that it's not every day that Sheikh Mohammed, the ruler of Dubai, comes himself to approve of a new master plan. So this is going to be absolutely massive. This is where the government focus is going. This is where the government investment is, and this is definitely the future of all the events and the innovation which will be happening in the future of Dubai. Right over here, I have the picture of the 2040 Dubai Urban Masterplan. Now, starting from number 1, Dira/Bur Dubai, this is going to be the city's historical essence, celebrating Dubai's history and preserving its tradition and heritage as well, which is located right over here. Secondly, we have the downtown and business bay area. This is already a global financial hub, an international business hub for economic, financial, and business activity as well. This is right over here. This is where the Burj Khalifa is located. And number 3, we have Dubai Marina/JBR. This is already a tourism and entertainment, a global destination for tourism, leisure, and hotel hospitality. And this is located right over here. Now, before going into number 4, I'm just gonna quickly mention number 5. This is the Dubai Silicon Oasis Knowledge and Innovation Center, international center that attracts talents and minds contributing to the global growth and leadership of Dubai. And this is located right over here. This is basically the Silicon Oasis area. Now, number 4, which is the Expo 2020, we can see that they have said that international gate for exhibition and events, a new engine for economic growth supported by the activities of exhibitions, global events, and integrated logistical services. Now we have to understand that number 1, 2, 3, and 5, they have already pretty much achieved their targets. And now for Expo 2020, they're still in the process. So this is the reason why the Dubai's government focus is so much on the Expo 2020 area, with the new world's largest airport coming up over there. We already have the jobs over there, and they're going to be making this a new engine for economic growth. We're already having 300 events annually over there, and they're going to be expanding that into 600 events annually in the future. We're going to have Gulf Foods events in the future. We're going to have the GITEX 2026 and many more large events coming up in the future. This is another render of the current state of the Dubai Expo Mall. Now we can see that it's already quite built. They have progressed in the construction quite a bit, and this is going to be ready in Q2 of 2027 before your apartment has been delivered. Now these are some key information and the vision that I wanted to share with you guys of the Al Makhtoum International Airport, also known as DWC. Now number 1, a massive expansion plan. They're already operational flights over there. It's not fully operational, but they have some flights going from there, and it's already underway. So the massive expansion plan that they have approved is already underway, and they have approved a budget of 35 billion US dollars, 128 billion dirhams, expansion of Al Makhtoum International Airport. And once completed, the airport is expected to handle up to 260 million passengers annually. And this is going to make it the world's largest airport in the world. It will also feature 5 parallel runways and around 400 aircraft gates, which is absolutely massive. Now phase 2, this is going to be done by 2032, a capacity of 150 million passengers annually. Additional terminals, infrastructures will be built, and phase 2 and beyond is going to be more concourse, advanced transport system, expanded logistics zone, and final design aims to reach full 260 million passenger capacity. Now number 3, the future of Dubai's aviation. Now we have to understand that the Dubai International Airport, also known as DXB, is going to be completely replaced by Al Makhtoum International Airport in the future when it's fully functional. So all of your top tier airlines like Emirates, Fly Dubai's, and other carriers are going to fully shift their operation all the way to Al Maktoum International Airport, and that is going to be your main aviation hub for all the flights coming in, for all your arrivals and departures. The goal for them is to create the world's biggest, most technologically advanced aviation hub. And number four, we have the next generation passenger experience. Now, if you know anything about Dubai, they always focus the most on the passenger experience and the customer experience of everybody. So they have made basically a system where it's going to be designed to be extremely automated and contactless. If you come to Dubai right now, we're already having so much automation and a lot of AI integration. Right now, if I plan in Dubai, I just have to show myself on the camera and the gate will open for me automatically. So they're going to one up that, and they're going to add in biometric processing for check-in, immigration and boarding. Some of these features are already in the Dubai International Airport. We're going to have AI driven systems for flow management and security, which is absolutely genius. And we're going to have robotics for baggage handling, maintenance, and airport operations. Just a couple of days ago, I was listening to a podcast, and right now the baggage handling, for 1,000 bags that they have to handle, around one of them gets lost. Now the average of the world is around 7 bags they lose per 1,000 bags. They're already absolutely fantastic and handling the baggage of all the passengers, and even that one bag which gets lost, it's returned to the passengers very briefly. And of course, sustainability and smart design, they're going to be targeting a LEED gold certification, which is quite high. The maximum you can get is a platinum certification, but LEED gold certification in terms of construction, sustainability and smart design is absolutely fantastic. Gold basically means that they have gone above and beyond in terms of sustainability and smart design. And right over here we can see it incorporates energy efficient systems, water recycling and low emission transport as well. Terminal design includes green spaces, natural lighting and intuitive passenger movement. Now DWC sits at the Dubai South and is going to be a master plan of 145 kilometers square, and it's known as the airport city with residential, commercial and logistical zone as well. And this expansion is expected to create 1 million jobs in terms of the staff that's going to be working over there, and the cargo capacity is expected to reach up to 12 million tons per year, reinforcing Dubai as a global logistical hub. Now, Al Maktoum International Airport is definitely going to be the airport of the future, as they have mentioned right over here. Now, the biometrics identification is going to reduce the need for physical travel documents. You're not really going to need your passport or your ID. All of those systems will be integrated, and the biometrics identification will help you with that. And robotics and autonomous vehicle streamlining all airport operation in terms of luggages and in terms of everything else. And AI system is going to minimize the delay, optimize gate assignment and improve safety. And AI system is also going to be predicting the future traffic flow in terms of how many flights are coming and how they need to manage the crowd which is coming. So each and every person is going to have a seamless experience in terms of the airport. And of course, integrated transport connectivity, metro, roads, future rail systems. They already have integrated the metro, it's right over there. We have the roads already. We have the future rail systems, which is probably going to be coming in the future. Now the timeline and milestones: by 2020 till 2032, the major construction is already ongoing and is going to be focusing on terminals, runway, concourses and early transport systems. By 2032, completion of phase 1 with 150 million passenger capacity. So we're already on the way, the construction is ongoing, and by 2032 we're going to be expecting an annual capacity of 150 million passengers. Now by 2030 to 2040, the continued phase of the development is going to keep going on, and the final build out will be full 260 million passengers capacity with a complete infrastructure and all runways functional. This is going to be a massive game changer in terms of the Dubai South location. This is going to drive up all the prices of all the real estate surrounding it, whether it be Emaar South or Expo Living. or all the other communities like Grand Polo, Dubai South Residential District. So this is a fantastic game changer in the market in terms of the Expo South area. This is going to position Dubai as a global aviation hub for at least next 50 years, and this is going to support logistics through real estate and through aviation growth as well. This is going to create a future-ready, ultra-efficient global gateway, and is going to reinforce Dubai's long-term competitiveness in terms of tourism, trade, and travel. Now, Dubai Exhibition Center is basically a center which is already ready in the Dubai Expo 2022. It's right beside it, and this was basically made for the Expo 2020 event, and they already knew that this is going to be phased out in the future with a lot of events happening annually. With already 300 events, they're going to be expanding that into 600 events, so a little bit more on that. Dubai Exhibition Center, DEC, is a major exhibition, conferences and events venue located inside the Expo City, Dubai. It was originally built for Expo 2020 with two main complexes, DEC North and DEC South, and the center already hosts large trade shows, as I told you, corporate summits, some consumer expos and entertainment events. It was designed from day one to be a permanent legacy venue, not just for Expo. Now, the current size of the Dubai Exhibition Center is approximately 45,000 square meters of flexible halls. It includes large column-free halls, meeting rooms, multi-purpose event spaces, connectivity to hotels, metro station, and Al Wasl Plaza, and the capacity ranges from small conferences to events for 20,000 plus attendees. Now, this is also going to be going through a massive expansion plan. Now, the Dubai's leadership has already approved a massive expansion of Expo City Dubai, including the Dubai Exhibition Center. Now, key points is that, first of all, the total investment is around AED 10 billion dirhams. This is already confirmed by the Government of Dubai Media Office, and it will add 64,000 square meter of new permanent exhibition space and 30,000 square meter of flexible temporary space. And after the expansion, Dubai Exhibition Center will have approximately 140,000 square meter of total usable exhibition space. This scale puts it in the same league as major global exhibition districts. And the reason for the expansion is basically the demand for mega events in Dubai. It continues to grow. We already had the GITEX for this year, and in the future, they're going to be bringing large global events like GITEX in the Dubai Exhibition Center in 2026. Major medical and tech expos. There's also going to be the Gulf Food exhibition, and it needs much bigger and more modern venues for that. And this is basically the reason, and Dubai is positioning itself to be the #1 in meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibitions hub in Middle East, and one of the top globally. These are basically going to be all of the events which are going to be happening in the Dubai Exhibition Center. First of all, we have, of course, the GITEX Global. You can also look at it on their website, and I'll also put a screenshot of that. Now, they're going to be starting in 2026 December. This is going to be one of the world's largest technology and AI exhibition, which just happened like around a month ago in Dubai already. Now, this is going to be officially announced to move to DEC from December 2026, and it will feature a new expanded format. It is going to be at the GITEX Scale Summit, which is going to be day one. And then we have the Gulf Foods 2026. This is partially hosted in DEC. Now, this is going to be the world's largest annual food and beverage exhibition in the world, and we have it from January 2026, so we're very, very near it. And the Gulf Food will be basically split between the Dubai World Trade Center and also the DEC as well. And we have the WHX, which was formerly Arab Health. This is also going to happen in 2026, one of the world's biggest healthcare exhibitions, and is going to be shifting to DEC in February 2026. Dubai Exhibition Center is going to provide more than 11,000 square meter of added spaces to the show. Now, this includes 6 medical conferences. This is also going to include certified boot camps, innovation, and future health stages as well. Right over here, we have the Automechanica Dubai is going to be moving to Dubai Exhibition Center in 2026. This is a major automotive parts and aftermarket exhibition and is going to be scheduled to shift to Dubai Exhibition Center in the late 2026. Now, number 5, we have Jewelry, Gem and Technology Dubai, JGTD. This is going to be an annual high-end jewelry and gemstone trade show, which already happens in Dubai and has already moved to DEC halls and expected to continue to using DEC as its main venue. Now, number 6, we have the Dubai Derma. This is basically the 2026 edition. It's the International Dermatology, Aesthetics and Laser Conference. It's scheduled for March 2026 at Dubai Exhibition Center. Number 9, we have AEDC, Dubai Dental Exhibition, one of the world's largest dental exhibitions, set for January 2026 at Dubai Exhibition Center. And they have basically made that area in a way that it's also made for the long-term events and exhibitions and concerts which are going to be happening in the future as well. So for it to be rather than a temporary space, they have made it into a permanent space and home for mega trade shows in the future. This basically is going to allow multiple mega events simultaneously. At the same time, we're going to have multiple events going on, and this is going to also allow large-scale international congresses and global summits with tens of thousands of delegates. And we're going to have new specialized expo, sustainability, AI, health, tech, finance, etc. Now, number 5, economic impact on Dubai. What is the economic impact of exhibition center on the GDP? First of all, it's going to have a boost on the GDP. The 10 billion dirham investment that Dubai has made into this sector is going to stimulate construction activity in the short term, and in the long term, the meetings, incentive, conferences, and the exhibitions sector is going to bring billions of dirhams annually through events, trade, and tourism. Now, number 2, tourism and hotels. This is where you can capitalize. More exhibitions equals more business travelers. You're going to need more rooms. This is going to increase the midweek hotel occupancy and is going to increase the average daily hotel rates during the major events like GITEX or Gulf Foods or any other major event. So growth of hotels around the Expo City and Dubai South. Now, it's already determined that there's going to be a lot of growth in that area, especially with the DEC expanding the Expo 2020 already there, and of course the Al Makhtoum International Airport opening up over there as well. So the prices are definitely going to be shooting up in the future. Now, FDI and business attraction. Mega exhibition attract international companies, tech innovators, investors, government delegations, and these events often need to new business setups, partnerships, and inward investment into Dubai. The more events that they're going to have in the Dubai Exhibition Center, the more people are going to be coming to Dubai to visit, to have a look around all of Dubai, and they are going to have a completely new perspective on Dubai, and they're going to see more opportunities in the country of Dubai, and they are going to see that there's minimal taxation on the businesses, and they're going to set up their own companies in order to make a profit and capitalize on the opportunity that they see in Dubai. Number 4 is basically the job creation, jobs in events and production, logistics, hospitality, transport, catering, AV and staging, marketing and operation. And this whole basically ecosystem is going to support tens of thousands of indirect jobs. Now, if you need to have somebody for logistics, hospitality, transport, catering, AV, and staging, you are going to need a lot of companies who are going to be small or mid-sized enterprises, and they are basically going to help you with that. So this is a fantastic opportunity for a lot of new businesses to open up, a lot of people, a lot of employment. So this is indirectly definitely going to support tens and thousands of jobs in the future. Number 5, this is going to be a massive support for all the small and medium-sized enterprises. Now, exhibitions is going to heavily rely on local contractors, food and beverages suppliers, event agencies, creative agencies, and transportation. So this massive ecosystem at the Dubai Exhibition Center is going to give small and medium enterprises an annual consistent revenue stream. And number 6 is where you can benefit from is going to be the real estate growth. Expo City is going to become a thriving business and tourism center, which it already is, but is going to be expanding in the future, as we saw in the previous slides, massively. And the demand is going to be rising for residential properties, especially in terms of the short-term rentals and also in terms of long-term rentals. You're going to have a lot of people who are going to be working in the Expo 2020 center, and I'm going to be showing you guys all the headquarters, all the Fortune 500 companies headquarters located in the Expo 2020 as well. They're going to need a lot of accommodation as well. It's expected to have 40,000 people working in Expo 2020 itself. So a lot of people, they want to live near to their jobs, near to their workplace. So this is going to be fantastic for short-terms and long-term rentals. And of course, we can just imagine the capital appreciation this is going to be coming up with, because of the demand is going to be absolutely massive for this location. Now we have the service apartments and of course retail and offices. All of them are going to be increasing in demand, and of course the supply is not a lot. Now investors see Expo City and Dubai South as high growth zone, right? So investors have already determined that Expo City and the whole area of Dubai South is a very high growth zone. Hence the communities coming up over there by Emaar and by Azizi, by Bahria Town, by Dubai South, the government agency which is only focusing on the Dubai South area with their master plan community of Hayat as well. And these are going to become a high growth zone because of the event traffic and a lot of footfall which is going to become. Right over here we have the strategic importance for Dubai, which is going to be supporting the Dubai economic agenda, which is the D33 agenda, which was launched in 2023. It's basically a 10-year plan to make the Dubai economy double in size. And this is going to be one of the main crucial points of Dubai Exhibition Center. This is going to have a massive impact on their D33 agenda, and this is one of the main locations where Dubai is focusing all of their investment and future growth. Now, this is going to position Dubai as the Middle East global events capital and is going to strengthen Dubai's brand such as a global business hub, innovation and technology center, leading destination for sustainable events and conferences, and is going to reinforce the long-term legacy of Expo 2020, turning the area into a permanent engine of economic activity rather than a temporary site. Now, Expo 2020, of course, is just an event which happened in 2020. It was delayed till 2022 because of the COVID era, and they had a plan of making that Expo 2020 a temporary site into a permanent engine of an economic hub rather than keeping it into just a one-time use location for the Expo event. But now they have created into a massive economic machine that is going to generate the massive revenues, that's going to give a lot of entertainment to people, and of course the 600 events annually which are going to be happening over there. The summary of why Dubai Exhibition Center is having a massive expansion and why it matters is because, first of all, it increases the capacity from 45,000 square meter to 140,000 square meter, which is absolutely massive. Of course, we have the investment of AED 10 billion dirhams going over there, and this is going to enable Dubai to host bigger, more diverse and more frequent worldwide events, which they are already underway. Strong impact on GDP, tourism and employment and the investment, and is going to boost Expo City's value as a major commercial and residential zone. And this is also going to support Dubai's ambition to lead globally in events, trades, innovation and business tourism. Now, these are already Expo 2020 partners. These are the official premier partners. We have Cisco, we have DP World, we have Emirates NBD, Etisalat, Emirates, PepsiCo, Nissan. We have Visa, Siemens. These are a lot of Fortune 500 companies, and the official partner like DTOL, Dubai Chamber, Dubai Electricity, Delso, Emaar themselves, Enoch and L'Oreal and UPS. These are massive companies and official providers like Canon, Domino's, Pizza, Orient, and Swatch and Talabat as well. These are basically the companies which are coming up with the headquarters in Expo 2020. We already had the Siemens headquarters, Siemens Energy, Emirates. All of these guys have already opened a headquarter in Expo 2020, and you can see the scale, the amount of companies which are going to be coming up over there. We have Spinneys, Emirates Post, University of Wollongong in Dubai, Nestle. We have Enoch already. So these are massive companies which is going to create Expo 2020 into a massive economic machine which generates fantastic revenues for the Dubai's economy. Now, getting more into the numbers. Now, right over here, you can see this is basically the average price per square feet for all the apartments which are in Dubai. And we can see that right now, the average, it's around 1,719. Now, the average price per square foot for Expo 2020 is 2,000 dirhams price per square feet. Now, you tell me, do you think that 2,000 dirhams for this type of location where you're having massive expansions, where you're having Al Makhtoum Airport, Dubai Exhibition Center, you have a ready metro over there, you have a mall over there. This is an iconic location. This is one of the most sought after locations, and this is absolutely going to be increasing in the future exponentially, because when Al Makhtoum Airport is functional, when Dubai Exhibition Center has done their expansion and the 600 events are happening annually, when you have all of these things working for you, this Expo 2020 location and the Expo Living Master Plan is absolutely going to shoot up in value. So right now it's 2,000. In the future, it's eventually going to go to 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000 dirhams price per square feet with all the catalysts that we have in that location. Now, the annual growth of the Dubai apartments on a yearly basis, on an annual basis, is around 17 to 20% in terms of their capital appreciation. Right? Now, if we look at an investment analysis right over here, if we have 10% capital appreciation, and we're being very conservative because the average is 17 to 20%. We're only taking 10%, which is pretty much half of what the capital appreciation is. Now, if you buy a one-bedroom apartment from 1.55 million dirhams on the launch date, by the time it gets handed over in Q4 of 2029, we're looking at from a conservative perspective of a delivery of the apartment for the value of the apartment to be at least 2.26 million dirhams. Now, this is an analysis that if you basically get out before the handover payment, which is the 20% balloon payment that you have to do. Now, paid till handover is basically 80% of the 1.55 million value. So if you do 80% of 1.55 million, you're basically left with the amount paid, which is 1.24 million dirhams. And if you decide to sell off your apartment around this price, you will be looking at a profit of 713,000 dirhams you will be taking home. That is in a capital appreciation of 46% and an ROE of 57.4%. Now, if we look at a capital appreciation of 12.5, which is a bit more realistic, it's still relatively conservative. We will be looking at a property value at the time of handover of 2.48 million dirhams. And if you sell it before the 20% balloon payment, you will only have paid 1.24 million dirhams again, and you will be taking home a profit of 930,000 dirhams. This is a capital appreciation of 60%. And this is an ROE of 75%. Now, if we are being more optimistic, we're still not going maximum to the figures, let's say 20%. I'm still taking 15% as the capital appreciation annually. We will have a property value at the time of handover of 2.71 million dirhams. And we're going to be paying 1.24 till the time of handover. We will be taking a profit of 1.16 2 million dirhams. And this is a capital appreciation of 60% and an ROE of 94%. Now, these are amazing numbers right over here because we're still being relatively conservative in our calculation. I'm still not putting in the fact that the Al Makhtoum Airport is coming up, the expansion of Al Makhtoum Airport, the expansion of Dubai Exhibition Center. These are going to play a massive role. So these prices that you are seeing even right now, these values that you are seeing even right now, they're still relatively conservative, and we can be very optimistic in terms of what we will be getting in the future. Now, if we talk about rentals, right? Now, if we talk about rentals, we can see at the market values. Now, these are basically values I have gotten. Yeah, so these are basically values I've gotten from the delivery date. And right over here, the 2.7 million. And of course, these are basically all the values which I have gathered. So let's say the rental was going only for 5% of the property value. Even at the very conservative capital appreciation of 10%, you will be making 113,000 and you will have a gross rental income of 7.3% annually. With a bit more realistic calculation, we will be having a gross rental of 8% annually, and with a more optimistic calculation, we will be making 135,000 dirhams annually, which is going to set us at a 8.75% gross rental yield. Now, right over here, if we take 6% rather than 5%, we can see with the same values, we will be making 8.76 with a 6% property value calculation. With the realistic calculation, we're looking to make 9.6% annual gross returns. And with a more optimistic calculation, we are going to be looking at an annual gross rental income of 162,000 dirhams annually, and we will be having 10.5% of the gross rental yield. Now, this is just an example of basically the short-term rentals. Now, we have to look over here. This basically has a size of around 540 square meter, and you can already see the prices that they're going for. Right now it's on sale, but the original prices for a night is 1,700, and for a bigger room we have 1,860. Now, if we take these same prices and we become a bit more conservative in our calculation, now I have done the calculation of 500 dirhams per night, 1,000 dirhams per night, and 1,500 dirhams per night at an occupancy rate of 70%. Now, even if we're saying that our apartment is 70% occupied throughout the year, we are still looking to make an 8.2 gross rental yield with a rate of 500 dirhams, every night. With a 1,000 dirhams rate of every night, we are looking to make 16.5 gross rental yield, and with a rate of 1,500, we are looking to make 24.7% gross rental yields. These are amazing numbers right over here. We can say that this is basically one of those opportunities which come once in a lifetime. This is your chance to get in and secure your unit to ensure that you get amazing gross rental income. Or if you want to flip it, you can also flip it before the handover with fantastic returns. This is one of the best propositions in the market right now. The numbers make sense. We have been very conservative with our calculation even right now, and we are still looking at gross rental yields up to 24.7% annually. Now, this was the presentation of Terra Gardens, one of the best proposition in the whole market right now, with amazing rental yields that we can predict in the future and amazing ROIs that you will be making from this project. So if you want to book your unit, you can contact me at my number at the top right corner. For now, this is it. Mahmoud Iftikhar, Ayan and Crystal signing off.